When the Ukrainian armed forces tried to advance in the direction of Goptarovka, they were stopped by Russian fiber optic drones. The Ukrainian armed forces attempted to move several assault groups with ATVs towards the Russian state border. However, Russian drone operators did not allow this and shot them down along with the ATVs. A Russian tank coming to evacuate the equipment was attacked by Ukraine. The article does not specify whether it was a drone attack or an artillery attack, but I think it was a drone attack. Everyone is alive. The mission to evacuate the equipment is complete.
Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like.
Нормально? А? ТМ-ка.
It published footage of an FAB-3000 landing on a Ukrainian armed forces position in a forest belt in Sumy region. The Russian Defense Ministry reported that the MSTB howitzer of the Vostok group destroyed a Ukrainian armed forces deployment point.
Выстрел!
Another Ukrainian armed forces strike group was destroyed on the border of the Belgorod region. Ukrainian infantry tried to take cover in a wooded area, but they could not survive the drone attack. Additional reconnaissance footage shows the remains of a burning ATV. The operator of the reconnaissance UAV GV North announced the location of the radar station of the armed forces of Ukraine. The Northerners immediately lifted a Lancet barrage into the sky and struck a direct hit on the target. The number of manpower and equipment of the enemy in this direction was significantly reduced. Kharkiv region. FPV UAV operators of the 42nd Guards Division of the Dnipro Power Group destroyed hidden positions of the armed forces of Ukraine in the Zaporizhia region. The 9K33 OSA account of the Center Group covered ground units from UAVs. It was reported by the Russian Ministry of Defense.
Давай, пуск!
Don't forget to join our Telegram group. In the direction of Zaporizhia, drones capable of dropping ammunition dropped bomb after bomb on positions of the armed forces of Ukraine. Such bombs sometimes fail to destroy the position, but cause great panic and fear. Sometimes they start fires and disrupt the position. Leave your thoughts in the comments. UAV operators of the 336th Independent Guards Marine Brigade, together with units of the 5th Guards Combined Arms Army, destroyed a pickup truck north of Malinovka. Su-34 crews of the Vostok Group Air Force and the 11th Guards Army of Air Defense used FAB-3000s of the UMPK to strike Ukrainian positions in forested areas near the village of Zelenoye Pole. Northwest of the village of Otradnoye, a UAV of the 37th Independent Guards Motorized Rifle Brigade uncovered a Max Pro. Max Pro was destroyed by a UAV strike team of the 14th Independent Guards Special Forces Brigade. Also, west of the Bogatyr settlement, a Cossack armored vehicle was destroyed by UAVs, disrupting the rotation of personnel. UAV operators of the 57th Independent Guards Motorized Rifle Brigade of the 5th Guards Combined Arms Army detected a Ukrainian ammunition storage site and a German-made Ground Observer 12 radar station north of the Shevchenko settlement. As a result of the joint work of the 305th Artillery Brigade and the 57th Independent Guards Motorized Rifle Brigade, the warehouse and the radar station were destroyed. Russian fiber optic drone Prince Vandal of Novgorod destroyed D-31 22mm howitzer and two S-1 Gvozdika self-propelled howitzer. In this video, you can see that the artillery of the Ukrainian armed forces in this direction suffered heavy losses. Artillery units are especially good at destroying strongholds, because artillery can sometimes destroy with a single shot where drones cannot destroy. Although we often see drone attacks in the videos, I think tanks and artillery still have an important place in modern warfare. Krasnokamensk direction. Russian artillery destroyed a 152mm Akatsiya self-propelled howitzer of the Ukrainian armed forces. Artillery units are fighting against other artillery units. North of Chasev Yar, Russian reconnaissance detected another Ukrainian armed forces position, a bunker where infantrymen were hiding. Several FPV drones were sent to hit the target, one of which flew directly into the bunker and exploded inside. Drones capable of dropping ammunition bombed the bunker in succession. The soldier inside the bunker shoveled dirt over the fire. One after another, the drones hit the bunker and it literally collapsed. The M113 armored personnel carrier has done its last mission and has been abandoned by its crew. It is now a scrap vehicle. Near the Chasev Yar region, Russian drone operators continue to destroy UAVs of the Ukrainian armed forces in aerial battles. Here are those moments of air combat. Russian reconnaissance drones have revealed the exact location of a BC depot in the fortification system of the Ukrainian armed forces in the Kharkiv region. With a single precision Vaugi shot, the BC depot was destroyed with a powerful explosion. The calculations of the BM-21 Grad MLRS paratroop artillery destroyed an infantry unit of the armed forces of Ukraine in the border areas of the Kursk region. Russian drone operators have released footage of their work in the settlement of Guevo in the Kursk region. First, the house where the airborne infantry of the armed forces of Ukraine was located was hit. Then the position of a 120mm mortar used by the airborne infantry of the armed forces of Ukraine was destroyed. All the work was objectively recorded. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. Russian fiber-optic Prince of Novgorod Vandal operators destroyed the fuel depots and bunkers they detected with precision strikes. The fiber-optic drone operators then found a UAV takeoff point. The takeoff position was monitored and recorded for some time. Then the fiber-optic drone took off and hit the UAV control point. A mortar position was discovered near the same direction. Fiber-optic drone operators wasted no time and launched a drone. The drone slowly approached the mortar and eliminated the position with a single strike. The movement of a group of infantry hiding in the basement was detected. After precisely recording the coordinates, the data was transferred to attack drones. Without wasting time, the drones took off and hit the basement twice. Russian UAV operators detected the Tu-S3 Akatsiya 152mm self-propelled howitzer in a small hiding place. Then the fiber-optic drone, Prince Vandal of Novgorod, took off and hit the self-propelled howitzer. Another fiber-optic drone was sent to deliver the final strike. Steel infantry guards destroyed 144 MSD's Tu-S1 Gvozdika. There are fierce clashes in this part of the front. However, the Russian army continues to advance. The Gvozdika has a caliber of 122 millimeters. It has a range of 15 kilometers with standard ammunition and up to 21 kilometers with rocket-assisted ammunition. Tu-S1 Gvozdika is still effectively used in modern wars as a light, amphibious, and fast deployable artillery system. Russian drone operators use fiber-optic drones to strike hard at personnel vehicles moving in one direction. It is controlled by fiber-optic cable, making it resistant to electronic warfare (EW) systems. Its range is about 20 kilometers. It can carry up to 3.5 kilograms of explosives. In particular, it can use 40mm high-explosive PG-7V anti-tank ammunition. It is equipped with thermal imaging, which increases its effectiveness in night operations. An armored personnel carrier vehicle attempting to escape a Russian drone attack faced another drone attack while on the move. The armored vehicle, which proceeded by emitting smoke due to the impact it received, completely lost its movement after the second FPV drone attack. There is no information about the crew inside the armored vehicle. There were reports of soldiers hiding inside a ruined house on the same direction. The attack drones were activated, and the drone with heavy ammunition destroyed the house. What do you think happened to those inside as a result of this attack? An armored personnel carrier was found abandoned in a village with the door left open. A fiber optic drone slowly approached the armored vehicle and destroyed it. After the drone attack, the armored vehicle exploded with ammunition inside and crashed into the house next door. A pickup truck of the armed forces of Ukraine with the REB system was destroyed in a midnight attack. VT-40 destroyed the drone. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. Another armored personnel carrier tried to evade a Russian drone. However, the operator hit a sensitive area of the armored vehicle and cut off its movement. Ukrainian soldiers working to build a new bunker heard the FPV drone and immediately ran to the bunker. The Russian fiber optic drone entered the bunker, and that's what happened.